Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the top 4 of the World's Points Qualifier Playoffs, and we have Jonas K on Runick Live Twin Spright, starting off with Sunny Snitch, Go Search Lilla, playing against Salfine B on Branded, so they're going to search Lilla, normal Lilla, effect, go special, and then that can bring out the Frost, okay. It's a pretty good start. Having one of the normal summons is always very good. Now let's see, do we have like a Spright Blue? Okay, we're gonna go Destruction. That's also good. This is still like combo, still big combo. They're gonna bring out Hugin, and then they can go Hugin effect to discard and go search Fountain. So they're gonna discard Runick Slumber. Oh, maybe they have another Runick card in hand that they can activate? Like a Runick Tip or something, or maybe another Slumber, and then that will allow them to just draw 3. But no, okay, going to overlay for Gigantic now, so maybe he has one that can only be activated up in the extra monster zone. They're going to detach off Gigantic and go special, and then that's going to bring out Blue, activate Blue effect, go search, go grab Jet. Okay, summon Jet, Jet effect, go search. And then we actually saw them misplay yesterday and try to use their evil twins before making IP. So I highly doubt they're going to make that misplay again. So they're definitely going to make their IP, then go through their evil twin cards. Yeah, so they're going to use Blue plus Jet, make the IP. Yup. Right? That's what they're gonna go for? There's no way you make anything else. Are they thinking about Muckracker? That'd have to be the other consideration, right? Okay, yeah, it's just IP. Yep. And then go into Kelsey Link, effects, special summon back out from the graveyard. Okay, yep. Summon, effect, bring back. And then they can use those 2 monsters to link. And then effect, bring back. Yup. You can't summon it right there. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna summon it there? Okay. Affect the special summon back. Affect the draw 1. Chain starter. Feel like the zone placement is a little bit off. Because they could have summoned the Lilla here, the Kelsey here, the Carrot here, or the Carrot there. If you think it's just going to always be an early Carrot. Because it's branded. But it could also be a late Carrot. I'll probably assume it's a later Carrot rather than an early Carrot, just because the opponent could like summon Aluber and try to go battle phase to force IP. Pass his turn. Okay, didn't have another Runick card to use this turn, which is really interesting because they had 2 in the graveyard there. So I wonder what their last card in hand is over that Slumber. Activate Fusion Deployment. Oh, it's probably Ash Blossom. We saw him open Ash a few times against the Flounderi's opponent. So maybe, yeah, that makes sense. And that's also why they're thinking about Carrot negating. So they're going to go Carrot, Tribute to negate. So go ahead, shut that down. I mean, Fusion Deployment there is also really good. That can go in the Fallen of Albaz. And if they don't have a Runick card to deal with it, there's just nothing you can do about it. But they can go Lilla effect now to special summon out the Kelsey, and then Kelsey effect to draw. So that draws 1. And then they also have IP effect that can be used at some point to go into like Nightmare Griffin. Like in response to this branded opening, you definitely just chain IP, go for Nightmare Griffin. And then if they want to bring something out and actually use it, they're going to have to add it to hand and just normal summon it. So yeah, they're going to chain IP. That's good. Yep, go into Nightmare Griffin. And now they have to discard. What are you going to discard? Discards Edge Imp Chain. Okay, that's solid. But the Nightmare Griffin is very solid. That card does shut down Branded very well. But discarding the Edge Imp and going ahead and special summoning. So Edge Imp gets some Patchwork, which gets some Poly Edge Imp. Opening is going to add Quem. And then, yeah, they're going to go Edge Imp 1, Griffin 2, discarding evenly matched, set the Spright starter, and then draw 1. Okay. Also, the Sunny Snitch that's face up, the spell, that card is honestly insane just for its like extra effect of like gaining and losing life points just for free. So, you know, sometimes you're able to gain yourself like 1,000 life points and burn your opponent for 1,000, and then that just ends up hurting. In this matchup, I mean, in like the Runick Live Twin Mirror, I mean, the Sunny Snitch could go crazy. You can end up gaining a lot of life points off of it. But they're gonna freezing the Aluber, make him banish. We also saw the trap that you can set off a thrust. They're playing that. They're gonna go Fountain now to put back and draw 3, which is really good because now, you know, they've drawn 1 off of. Wait, they forgot to use Frost to banish and draw there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, because they just searched Patchwork a little bit ago. So they could have done it then. Yeah, so unless if they did it and it's just like not on screen. But, you know, they got the Kelsey draw, they got Nightmare Griffin draw, they're supposed to have Frost draw, and then Fountain draw 3. So they're supposed to be drawing 6 cards this turn, which is like, you know, a lot of cards to draw. And then, yeah, they're going to go Lila, Effect, Pop, and they were also saying, like, hey, by the way, you summon, so Sunny Snitch is supposed to change the life point count. So they went ahead and fixed that real quick. The Branded player went undefeated in Swiss, and Jonas lost 1 match. So the Branded player was undefeated going into this match. So 3 people get to go to Worlds out of this tournament. So out of the top 4, only 1 person won't get to go. So whoever loses this match then has to do a 3rd, 4th playoff match. And then whoever wins that match gets to go to Worlds. So, you know, making it the top 4, very good. Very good when there's 3 spots for the Worlds. So I know like South America had top 4. And I'm pretty sure they only got 1 spot to go to Worlds. Okay, now they're considering their options about what they want to do. So I'm pretty sure Branded pass turn by the way it looks like it. Oh! And they just passed it back. They had to discard blue and then pass. Doesn't make the link 4. Leaves those up for Carrot. Has Nightmare Griffin. Has ton of Runick cards. They're going to summon Fallen of Alba's effect. And they didn't activate any Runick card that turn. So, I guess it really wouldn't have mattered. They could have used Runick Tip and skip battle phase if they had it. But, you know, no Runick cards were used. So, okay. Now Runick card was used. It's going to force them. Okay, but they also... They've hit 2 Fallen of Albaz with their freezing. And the 3rd one's on the field. So that hurts really bad, especially because this Branded player plays a lot of cards in their deck. It's kind of hard to tell exactly how many because it looks like they're double sleeved. But yeah, the Sunny Snitch also does the burn and the lose effect, or the burn and the gain effect. They also hit the Lubellion out of the deck. That's pretty good. That's a 1-of. They hit Shrouded Dragon, but that could be a 3-of in their build because of how many cards they're playing. Now, they do have a battle phase, but it's not really worth beating over either because in main phase 2, they can just use the monster, bring back the other one, and get values. So they're just going to pass turn. They had to use a Runick spell last turn, so now they can't use a battle phase this turn. Okay, they're going to link those off. probably just into the Link 4, because this will allow them to tribute, bring back, pop the Fallen of Albaz, and draw one. So they're gonna summon, and then summon? What? Yeah, I was gonna say, you have to have them linked for Griffin. You could also not use Lila effect if you don't want to. I was gonna say, you could Trouble Sunny, get rid of it. So that way you only have one of the links on your field. But I think you just have to prioritize Carrot. Oh, and now they want Special Summon Red. That's just another interruption. Set a back row card. And then set another back row card. Maybe they're also doing that so that way they don't have to discard. I don't know how many cards they have in their hand, but it's definitely a lot. They might even have like 4 in hand right now, 5. They're going to go normal summon Quem. And then, I mean, this is such a hard game. They're going to go Quem effect. The opponent's going to chain red to negate and destroy that. And then they can go Lila effect to bring back. And then use that effect to draw 1. Yeah, you may as well just, you know, rapid fire bring that out. I do like how the board's built, though. You have, like, the Lila pointing to the Carrot. You got the Kelsey pointing to the red. You got the Nightmare Griffin pointing to the Evil Twins. So you got, like, the whole whole board built there. But, alright, we are going to see the live twin Runick win that game. So going on to game number 2 now. We're going to get to see Branded decide. Branded is a, you know, a pretty hard matchup for the live twin Runick deck. Okay, so hop into the next game. Nightmare Griffin does beat Branded though, but Branded will be going first here. Okay, yeah, they just need to draw their hands. Okay, so hopefully no Ash Blossom from the opponent. That's it. That's all we're hoping for. Just no Ash Blossom. Everything else is fair game. Thinking on how to start it. So now, what would Jonas side in against Branded? Maybe Grave of the Super Ancient Organism going second. We saw that be pretty popular. We could see Ishizu Shufflers. Those are good discards off Hugin. And, you know, you could do that to, like, try to prevent getting hit with Branded in red. They're going to Aliber, grab Branded Fusion. Okay. They're bringing up Ash Blossom on the card highlight. Are they going to do it to him? They're going to go Shrouded Dragon effect, go dump, and then put back and draw 1. So Shrouded Dragon's going to dump Fallen of Albaz. That could be done for like a Cartasia that's in hand, or Branded in red. Or make it so that way those cards are better draws. Also, just Fallen of Albaz is always good to have engraved for a Rinbrum or anything. Branded Fusion, Chain Ash Blossom, doesn't have Called By or anything. Gets to shut that down. That is huge. Sets 1 back row, hits the little whoa with the eyes, and then passes turn. It could be the Fusion Trap, though, that allows them to just pretty much activate Branded Fusion on the opponent's turn. They didn't have Thrust or anything. They're going to go activate Fountain. Yeah, that's a little bit tough, but now they're going to go Destruction to pop, Chain Cosmic on the Fountain. That's really good, yeah. They just got 1 card traded for 2. I like that trade. It's a pretty good trade. And then they have to banish 4. Can't really see what those were. Saw Quem and I think Retribution. Branded has a bunch of 1-ofs that are good for Runick cards to hit, but they also have like Tragedy and Mercarier that are really bad to hit. Now they're going to go activate Runick Tip. Oh, they also didn't have to start with Destruction Fountain, right? They could have just started with... Oh, they have another Fountain set up. I was going to say they could have just started with Destruction and then had gone like Fountain Tip. Something like that. Or Tip Go Search and then Fountain. You'd probably activate Fountain, then activate Tip Go Search just in case you get hit with Ash Blossom on Tip. You still have Fountain. But they're going to go Fountain, put back, and draw. So that will draw them 3 cards. You know, any live twin here would be pretty decent. Any Spright here would be really good. Like a blue, like a special blue. Oh my goodness, special summon blue. Blue effect goes search. You know, you gotta capitalize on that Ash Blossom, you know? Really beat them. Oh, they didn't have Banish Retribution, it was Banishment. Okay. Blue's also gonna search red here, which means they either have Starter in hand or Jet in hand. That's my guess. Yeah, that's my guess. Because their only monster in grave is Fallen of Albaz. You're definitely not going to, like, Mannequin Cat that back to their field. You might, but it's a pretty slim chance because they would also have to have the Runick spell that beats the Fallen of Albaz. Otherwise, you're not just going to, like, play into that. So, they're going to overlay now. And they're thinking on what to make. They do have Fallen of Albaz in graveyard. There is potential for a Mannequin Cat. Nah, yeah, it's just Gigantic. Summon Gigantic, effect, attach, go special. That's fine. And the opponent says that's fine. I wonder if maybe they drew another Ash Blossom or something off the fountain. That's always a possibility. Ash Blossom is always insane versus branded. It's so funny. But Gigantic's gonna summon Frost. Okay, deciding to go for Frost. When you only have like one live twin or evil twin in rotation, it's like really bad. But they have their normal. I was gonna say, yeah, they have their normal, so they'd only go for this if they had the normal summon Lilla here. So they bring that out, and then special summon red. Okay. They don't have a battle phase. They're going to link off to summon out an IP. Right? Yeah. No. They go for Lilla. Effect, pop Aluber on summon. And then they're going to what link? It really doesn't want to make the IP. I guess the red is really nice to have on the end board. I'm just thinking like IP and the Nightmare Griffin just always sounds like game to me. That combo it's very hard to beat and like beat it well. You could also summon Muckracker on that field to protect your Nightmare Griffin. Oh, they also went special summon Carrot. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe you don't need to do that, but maybe that also means that play was better than it even, it was better than it even seemed. But I guess you really want to pop. I'm pretty sure you could pop anyways. But okay, do they have what it takes to beat this? They also probably have Runick spells in hand, and if they don't, they get Frost Draw. Hopefully they don't forget about it this time. They can get Frost Draw, Banish, try to draw into something. Any interruptions, they get interruption. They just pass turn because they're under Runick spells. So, you know, they can't lose, but they are going to push their advantage a little bit more ahead. But if you're unable to push through it as branded, then you may as well just, you know, pass. They're going to link off. And then this doesn't have to be the link for it. Could be Muckracker. Because Muckracker does help protect the field. It's very underrated for that effect. Okay, it goes for the Trouble Sunny. The link 4. And then, oh, they're thinking about switching to attack. Wait. Didn't they? Oh, I guess they didn't. That's true. Oh. Yeah, they're just not under a Runick spell lock. Yeah, because they didn't use any Runick spells on the opponent's turn. And they didn't go through battle phase or anything. And they couldn't get game either. That's tough. Really had no way for game. Because, you know, the Trouble Sunny by itself, you know, it attacks for 33. And they've already used Cosmic, so that puts them down to 37. And then you have your 2 bodies for 22. So then a red or a carrot in attack position just attacks your game. So, you know, I guess I'm just like confused as to why we didn't do that. Maybe they forgot to write down the cosmic cyclone damage. Oh my goodness, they forgot to write down like the cosmic cyclone damage. I also forgot, yeah, they really weren't under a Runick lock. That's all they did. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Also, even if they thought they were under a rune even if they thought they were at 8,000 because they forgot completely about cosmic, they could have used their 2 live twins to make Muckracker effect bring back one of the live twins, effect bring back the other, Kelsey draw 1, and then you can make the Link 4 and then switch to attack and go battle phase, and then that's just game anyways. Because it's like the same exact thing except for Muckracker's there. So Muckracker lets you deal the extra damage, and now they're using a Runick spell, which just hurts even more. Because now they can't attack next turn. Oh gosh, yeah, they're starting to mess up really bad. I mean, the nerves have got to be there from being in the top 4. But also at the same time, there is only 20 minutes left, which sounds like a decent amount of time, but it's actually not like that much time. They're going to make a unicorn here, and then they're going to go Kelsey effect to special summon back out. Okay. Oh, they're going to make Nightmare Griffin? Yeah, I think that's what's about to happen, is a Nightmare Griffin. Yeah. Little... Oh, man. This Nightmare Griffin kind of hurts them, too, though. Because they can't use anything else now. Like, all their monsters are shut down until Nightmare Griffin goes. But they're going to use Griffin effect to set. They're thinking if they want to set Destruction or Evenly. They will just set Destruction, which, you know, does take a Runick spell out of the graveyard. But that is fine. They'll be able to use it next turn. Like, if the opponent goes Branded Fusion, they can chain Destruction on it. But wow, I really missed the game there. That's unfortunate. Okay, pass turn. That's what it's looking like. So, Nightmare Griffin, pass. Yeah, they still have Frost live in the grave. So they still have a draw set up at any point. 18 minutes left. Normal summon Fallen of Albaz, effect, discard, and they can't red negate because it's not linked. So in response, they're going to go Kelsey effect to summon out Lilla. So now if they use the Nightmare Griffin, the Lilla will be able to activate because the Nightmare Griffin will no longer be there. So they're going to use Griffin plus Fallen of Albaz, and then special summon out probably just... Ooh, okay. Goes for Albion. Okay. I can respect this. Summons the Albion, and then new chain link. We could go Albion effect. They could chain Lilla effect to try to pop. Okay, they're gonna go red to negate the Albion. Doesn't use the Lilla effect to try to pop there at all. So negate and destroy the Albion. And then Lilla effect. Try to bring out Kelsey and draw. Oh, they're gonna go Alibur 1. Okay, so Alibur 1 on Carrot. And now they can go Lilla effect to special and draw. This is just going downhill. Like, so fast for Runick Live Twin. Oh my goodness. They're losing so much so fast. Like, their Carrot's negated now. Their Red's gone through. Their Griffin's gone. Their Evil Twins are used. They're gonna go Fusion Deployment. But the one, two things have really been going well for them though. One, they have to have a good amount of Runick spells, and two, they've been drawing infinite amount of cards. And okay, looks like that match was getting interrupted, so let's go ahead and skip past this match and get back to the World Points match that we were watching. Okay, also I could not tell if this was it, so let me skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, okay. So fusion deployment, bring out Cartagia. Nice, so we are caught up. 16 minutes and 30 seconds left in the round. Branded is currently down a game, so they have to make the comeback. Oh, we see Runick live twin. I really like that. Straight zoned in. So brings out the Cartagia. Yeah, it's like this point you really can't make any mistakes. It may have even been a mistake to not use Destruction, because Destruction on fusion deployment seems pretty decent. They're going to go Cartagia effect, Chain Flashing Fire onto Cartagia. I respect it. I still think we should use Destruction too, though. Just to get more Runick spells engraved, to get more draws. But we can pop the Cartagia, and now they have to resolve to fuse. Right? Or did they not activate the effect in it? There's no way they did it on summon. There's no way they would have done that. So it's definitely on effect. So they're thinking on how to resolve it. Yep. Okay. What are the odds they have another Cartagia in hand? And they can fuse into Grangoyle anyways. They use Quem plus Gimmick Puppet to make Masquerade, because Quem is a Despia. So it will work for that. And then Gimmick Puppet's the dark. So summon Masquerade, sure. Okay, that's fine. And now they're thinking... that Masquerade hurts a little bit. The no battle phase versus Masquerade is tough. Yeah, they're gonna Fountain, put back Flashing Fire, draw one. Maybe like a freezing would just completely deal with that next turn though. Because really the only thing they have left is the active battle phase. But then they also have Albion and End phase. But the Albion can't set anything, because they know that the opponent has MST. So it has to add Branded and Red the hand. Which also makes sense, because if they set anything, then Carrot would be able to negate it. So they'd have to do it this turn. Okay, yep. So I think they're asking about the evil twins. Maybe like how they were summoned, which one was summoned when, by what. Or like which effects were used this turn. But now they're going to go battle phase. Aluber can beat over one of the evil twins. Masquerade could beat over one of the evil twins. Then there's Red and Carrot. Okay, I think they're just trying to tell them like which effects have been used. Yeah. They keep talking about which effects have been used. Okay. So now... yeah, they didn't get a time extension for that or anything. Not good for them. Not good for them, taking up more of their own time. They're going to beat over Red. And then Aluber beat over the Kelsey. Yup, that's fair. So they're going to take 700 off of that. And then they lost 2 bodies. And then move to end phase. And then you can get Albion. And again, you just can't set. It's just not realistic. So you have to add the hand. You may even just like add Branded Fusion if the Branded in Red isn't good enough. The Branded in Red gets you Mirror Jade at least, so that's probably good enough. It lets you out the Lilla, but then you lose to Muttcracker anyways. Yeah, they could set up Mercarier for it though. They're gonna try to add back Cartesia. Yep, Albion was sent to grave this turn. And they're going to Druis Worm on Albion. They talked about the Evil Twins, but they only lock you out of extra deck for Fiend. So they're going to lose 600, banish Albion. So they waited until end phase for Cartesia to activate to do that. That's so weird. Maybe they just forgot? Because they could have just done that in main. Be like, oh, end of main phase. Druis Worm, banish Albion. But I guess you could also just let it resolve. But nah, you're never doing that. You're never letting it resolve. Yeah, you just always Druis Worm that. They're going to go Lila effect. Bring out the Kelsey. Might choose to not even draw for this. Maybe he doesn't want to take the extra life coins. Okay, does want to draw. Even though it is a game of life points sometimes, you know, you always gotta stay ahead in advantage. And drawing Ash Blossom, anything like that would be nice. A Magma. So we see Druis Worm, so there's probably Magma in their deck too. They're gonna go Special Summon Blue. No blue effects. They already went through Jet, Red, Carrot. They're gonna link off and then summon out the Abomination. Okay, Abomination can pop an end phase. They're gonna go Druis Worm effect to send Masquerade. Yeah, definitely send the Masquerade there. And then they lose 6, so now they're at 43. The opponent's at 15. They're able to pop Aliber and end phase with the Abomination. I guess they could also just out it before then. Yeah. They're gonna bring back effect to pop Aliber. Save the Abomination end phase effect to pop in case if it comes up. Which it could on Masquerade if they decide to summon during end phase. Which would be a really big misplay, so they're not going to do that. They pass turn. Okay, they have Talons plus Cartesia in hand right now. Talons plus Cartesia. So they could go like oh, you can't even like start with normal summon Cartesia. Yeah, or you could, but it's probably not worth it. It's not like you can go Cartesia 1, Masquerade 2, because you don't have anything to fuse with. But they're going to go Tragedy to set the Branded Fusion. Yep, that's good. Okay, now maybe Jonas is thinking, because they do have the MST set still, so they could go ahead and MST pop the Branded Fusion. They could also wait and Carrot negate the Branded Fusion. That plays into the top deck a little bit more, but that also gives them the chance to end the game a lot faster. They're going to go Branded Fusion now. Oh, they might also just Ash Blossom. I think if you have Ash, you would Ash and then save Carrot. But nope. Okay, they're going to go Carrot effect. To tribute. Oh, okay. Yep. They decide to Ash that. Carrot just like beats the last thing. They can go Masquerade summon. I guess you actually have to Carrot negate, right? Maybe they have Slumber though. Slumber's a pretty good card. They're reading over Abomination now. So if they beat over Carrot, Abomination pops Masquerade. So now they're going to go Masquerade effect to special summon out. Okay. Battle phase, attack over Carrot. And then... Don't you get Abomination effect? Am I dumb? I definitely thought it did that. I think it does. And they just forgot. They went Talons draw. But yeah, they should have definitely used Carrot over Ash if they had that Masquerade and they had no Slumber to protect. So like that is another misplay on their end. Now they're gonna go activate Gold Sark, go banish. Brandon has just been playing on like the bad side of this table the entire time. Just trying to work it back. Banish Mercarier, Mercarier effect, go search, grab Shrouded Dragon. Okay, there's 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. Shrouded Dragon, go dump Branded Opening, try to protect the Masquerade for one end phase. Okay. And then put that back, draw. Alright. So the opponent didn't use a Runick spell. Cartagia, affect the special. Yup, bring that out. It's the only thing that we knew. Oh, called by Fallen of Albaz in hand. Called by plus Fallen of Albaz. Okay, could have used that called by before. But uses the Cartagia effect, any response? No. Uses Cartagia plus Fallen of Albaz. You know, drew the Fallen of Albaz, of course. And then they're going to bring out Albion. And then activate the Albion effect to go fuse. It looks like they're going to use Quem plus Fallen of Albaz to summon out the Sanctifier. Which I think their only way to really deal with that is to like crash into it. It's kind of hard to out. Oh, I guess you could out it with the Evil Twin Link 4 in their graveyard. Because that card doesn't target. Okay, so they have the Albion. They're just going to pass. You know, they don't have Lubellion engraved. They're going to go draw phase, Sanctifier, Gimmick Puppet plus Fallen of Albaz. Give the opponent Gimmick Puppet, give ourselves Fallen of Albaz. So we're going to Gimmick Puppet lock them, and they can't really stop it. Yeah, I was going to say, oh, I guess they could have drawn Magma, but they didn't. Bring out Fallen of Albaz, effect, discard called by, and then make Mirror Jade with Abomination. They also forgot the end phase pop with Abomination, right? Because they could have went Abomination just a pop Masquerade, because why not? Force them to use opening if they want to keep the body. But okay, they're going to go Fallen of Albaz, use Abomination plus Fallen of Albaz, go into Mirror Jade. Okay. There's only 4 minutes left. 4 minutes and they're up by 2,800 life points. They did just get hit with Gimmick Puppet though, so it's like, you really can't force anything. You can't force a lot of time. You can't pretend to use a lot of time, you know what I mean? You can't, like, at least do a bunch of things, because you can't do a lot of things, because Gimmick Puppet. You do have Runick spells. Okay, Tip, that's a good one. That one takes up a lot of time. They have the Evil Twin Link 4 that can actually do something. Like, that's actually a good effect under this. Hits Banishment off their deck. That's actually good for them, though, that they hit Banishment, because that's not a good draw. You don't want that in your deck. You're never going to have time to set a purple card and activate it ever again. Actually, maybe you do. Maybe you could Mirror Jade, dump Albion, and then set Banishment and have enough time to use it like that. Takes less time, because you can actually like set Banishment and go battle phase and then activate Banishment and have it work during there too. Instead of just like a main phase branded fusion. Okay, looks like they're going to try to pass turn. End phase Mirror Jade effect. So Mirror Jade, dump Rinbrum, banish Gimmick Puppet, and then they're going to go Cartagia, add back, and then try to draw for turn. Okay, yep, so they said that's fine. You're good. I can't tell what they drew for turn. Oh, it's Poly. Okay, switch Albion to attack position. Cartagia effect the special summon out. We do have to remember that we could get blocked by Runick spells. We're going to go attack. That's a lot of damage. That actually puts us ahead right there, right? 6,000 minus 22. Yeah, that puts us ahead. Because that's 38. So we're only at 500 then, right? Yep. And then they're going to attack, activate destruction to special summon. Oh, they're at 17 according to this. Well, I guess maybe I did my math wrong. But they're going to go Fountain Effect, put back, draw. When they use Fountain for only one here, that's kind of scary. Then they're going to beat over, Fang's Effect, try to pop, protect, attack with Masquerade, Flashing Fire to pop, and make them banish 2. They hit Foolish and Aluber. Okay, that goes. And then they attack for game. Wow. They messed that up really bad. I'm not gonna lie. That was a really bad fumble. They literally had game with the carrot and the red. And it actually ended up mattering a lot. Because now we're in game 3. Whew. That's wild. Okay. But we're going to see Runick Live Twin go first. Yeah, there's about 10 seconds left. They're going to go ahead and search out from the deck. I can't tell what they searched, but it's probably just Lilla. Then they're going to go normal summon Lilla. Effect. Okay, yep, the time there has been called. Sunny Snitch. Cool card for time. But, you know what also a cool card for time? Runick Moonan, plus 1,000. Red Resonator, plus some life points. So now, you know, summon out Hugin, effect, discard, go search, discard Flashing Fire. Now hopefully, you know, they can just go special summon blue. Or special summon carrot. Because that'd be nice. Being able to just set up an interruption, not special summon Jet, because Jet doesn't really work because you don't want to activate starter. But yeah, any of those other ones would be pretty good here. Okay, just overlays for Gigantic. This is where the hand trap will come down if it is present. And they also overlaid with the wrong one. They also summon Kelsey from deck, which means that they have the extender in their hand. They're going to go Gigantic Effect, attach, go summon Red Resonator, effect, gain 3,200 life points. Yup. Okay, so now they're ahead. There we go. Activate Fountain, activate Runick Tip. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just like step 1, you know, get ahead in life points. You have to. And then they banish Patchwork off their deck. Not the worst hit. Also not the best hit. And then they get to draw 3 off that Fountain. They also only gained them 16 life points. But Gigantic actually has an extra 1,600 life points due to Hugin. So they got the life points a little bit wrong. You remember back when we used to Gigantic summon Red Resonator? And then turn 2 we'd go Elf summon Red Resonator. That was so toxic. It was so hard to get ahead in life points during that time. They're going to link off the Frost and that. Okay. To summon out Kelsey. Kelsey affect the draw because it was summoned while they control a Lilla. So they draw 1 there. And they're not locked yet. I was going to say they're not locked yet. So they could make an IP now. Which is what they want to do, it looks like. Yeah. Oh. Summons the Lilla underneath. Sure. That's fine. Yeah, that. Special summon red. Set 3 pass. Yep. And win the time. Nice. That's crazy how, like, that, like, they just gained life points and then kind of just, like, played their turn. But, you know, fair enough. Yeah, I guess the rest of the turn just never mattered. I think they still played that weird. I'm not gonna lie. I do think they played that out pretty awkwardly. But I mean, they were ahead in life points. Realistically, the opponent was just never gaining or making the opponent lose more than 3,200 life points during the opponent's turn. So that's just game. Not much you can do about it. But now Jonas gets to go to Worlds. It's already confirmed. Won the top 4 match. The opponent, on the other hand, though, has the 3rd, 4th playoff, and that's going to be the next video I am uploading. That's going to be the last one from this. Unless they show the other top 4, they might do that. That might be interesting. So it might not be the last match to go over. I guess we'll find out in the next video. But with that being said, the DB Grinders signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.